Dean Ambrose shocks the world with brutal comeback attack on Seth Rollins, 4,000-word WWE script. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. It's the return no one saw coming. The unthinkable just became reality. Wrestling fans across the globe are in complete disbelief. After nearly 5 years away from WWE, the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose, just made the most shocking comeback of the decade, and he didn't come back with a smile. No warm embrace, no nostalgic reunion. Dean Ambrose returned with a violent message, and that message was aimed directly at Seth Freakin Rollins. But why? Why now? And more importantly, what does this mean for the future of WWE? Let's rewind and unpack everything that just unfolded in one of the most brutal and shocking moments in modern WWE history. This is the full breakdown of Dean Ambrose's violent return, and why Seth Rollins may never be the same again. Setting the stage. Seth Rollins' rise and fall. Over the past year, Seth Rollins has been on top of the wrestling world. After defeating Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 41 and aligning himself with Paul Heyman in one of the most controversial moves of his career, Rollins became the central figure of chaos in WWE. No longer the flashy visionary dancing to the ring with glittering robes, Seth had transformed into something darker. More calculating. His alliance with Heyman gave him power and enemies. Rollins had just successfully defended his World Heavyweight Championship at Backlash against Sami Zayn, in what many called a Match of the Year candidate. The crowd reaction, mixed at best. The locker room sentiment, tense. And fans could feel it. Something big was brewing. But no one expected what happened next. Monday Night Raw, May 19, 2025. Monday Night Raw started like any other. The fallout from Backlash was still rippling through the roster. Paul Heyman opened the show in the ring, singing the praises of his client, Seth Rollins. Heyman's words echoed through the arena. "This man, my visionary, is the undisputed centerpiece of this industry. The Reigns era is over. The bloodline is dead. And now begins the reign of Rollins." As the fans booed, Seth Rollins slowly walked out, clutching his championship, his face cold, calculated. He stepped into the ring and raised the mic. "They said I needed the Shield to be great. They said I needed Roman. They said I needed Dean. But look at me now. I don't need anyone. I built this empire brick by brick, with nothing but my back, my blood, and my brilliance." Those words, "I don't need Dean," they'd prove to be fatal. The lights go out. Suddenly, just as Rollins was about to speak again, the arena plunged into darkness. The crowd exploded. No music, no graphics, just a black screen. Confusion. Then, an old, familiar sound echoed through the arena. The static buzz of a broken radio. A distorted voice crackled over the speakers. "Greater than, you forgot about me." The lights flashed back on, and chaos erupted. Standing behind Seth Rollins, wearing a tattered leather jacket, fists taped, eyes burning with rage, was Dean Ambrose. The Lunatic Fringe was back, and he wasted no time. The assault. Without hesitation, Dean Ambrose grabbed Rollins by the hair and slammed him to the mat with a Dirty Deeds headlock DDT. The crowd was in utter shock. Ambrose didn't pose. He didn't celebrate. He just kept going. He rolled out of the ring, pulled up the apron, and grabbed a steel chain. Then he re-entered and began wrapping it around his hand. Paul Heyman tried to intervene. He slid into the ring and begged Ambrose to stop. Bad move. Dean turned to him and decked Heyman with a chain-wrapped right hand, busting open his eyebrow. Instantly, Rollins tried to crawl out of the ring, but Ambrose wasn't finished. He mounted him and unloaded vicious chain punches. Blood poured from Rollins' forehead. Security scrambled toward the ring, but Ambrose grabbed a steel chair and dared them to enter. They didn't. Dean stood above Rollins' bloodied body, breathing heavily, eyes wild. "You think you don't need me, huh?" he snarled. "You forgot who built this place with you, and now you're gonna pay." Ambrose hoisted Rollins up, placed the chair beneath his feet, and hit a second Dirty Deeds, face first into steel. Rollins didn't move. The locker room reacts. Backstage, chaos erupted. Camera crews rushed to get reactions. Everyone, from Cody Rhodes to Kevin Owens, was stunned. Cody, watching from a monitor, whispered, "He's back." "No way." Even Triple H was reportedly furious. Sources say he wasn't informed of Ambrose's return. This wasn't a planned segment. This was real, at least according to those backstage. In a rare off-script moment, the commentary team fell silent. Michael Cole said, I don't even know what to say. Dean Ambrose is back, and he just destroyed the world champion. Aftermath. Rollins rushed to the hospital. As the show went off air, WWE released a statement via social media. Seth Rollins has been rushed to a local medical facility following an unprovoked and unauthorized attack by Dean Ambrose. Paul Heyman is also being treated for facial injuries. WWE officials are investigating the matter and legal action is being considered. The internet exploded. Dean Ambrose, now trending at #1 worldwide, had just broken the internet, and maybe Seth Rollins' jaw too. Dean Ambrose breaks his silence Tuesday, WWE.com exclusive. In a dimly lit room, filmed by what looked like a handheld camera, Dean Ambrose finally spoke. He looked directly into the lens, voice raspy. They erased me, pretended I never existed. I left this place because it was rotten. But you, Seth, you were the one I trusted the most. And you went and became him. You became Roman. You became the machine. You became everything we swore to fight. You broke the shield. You broke me. Now it's my turn to break you. Ambrose didn't smile. He didn't yell. He just stared into the lens, with an eerie calm. This is only the beginning. We's internal crisis. Reports from backstage insiders revealed that WWE higher-ups were scrambling. Triple H was livid. According to several anonymous staffers, Dean Ambrose's return was not coordinated through normal channels. He reportedly showed up at the arena with security clearance given by someone high up, and walked straight to gorilla position with his gear bag in hand. What followed wasn't rehearsed. It wasn't a scripted segment. It was war. Jon Moxley or Dean Ambrose? One of the biggest questions now, is this Dean Ambrose, or Jon Moxley? Because fans noticed something different. The violence. The unpredictability. This wasn't the same goofy Ambrose from 2016. This was more in line with Moxley, the bloodthirsty destroyer who built a reputation in AEW and NJPW. But on WWE TV, he's Ambrose again. Sources say WWE signed Ambrose under a one-year open feud clause, meaning he has creative freedom to attack, speak, and operate on his terms, as long as it culminates in a high-profile storyline. The Endgame. Dean Ambrose vs. Seth Rollins at SummerSlam. Seth Rollins speaks medical update. 4 days later, Seth Rollins appeared in a pre-taped segment from a hospital room. His face bruised, lips stitched, eye nearly swollen shut. You think you scared me, Dean? He whispered. You think pain is something new to me? You didn't break me. You just woke up the devil. He smirked through the pain. You wanna bring back the past? Good. Let's burn it down.